Hey guys, Delt here. Are you having trouble finding the balance between speed and tankiness on your fighter? Try this build. I used to love Short Sword Rogue, but this is my go-to Short Sword class now. We're going to be running Sword Mastery, Weapon Mastery, Swift, and Dual Wield as our perks, and our skills are Sprint and Second Wind. And for the gear, any dagger works with the short sword. Just make sure it either has max HP or damage bonuses on it. After that, put on a Hound Skull and Dark Plate for your PDR, followed by riveted gloves, cloth pants, and adventure boots so you're swinging quick. Also make sure that you have added move speed or move speed bonuses on at least your pants and boots to start making up for the dark plate armor. But Swift and Sprint should also be helping with that too. I have an agility cloak to help, but any other one with add move speed could work as well. After that, it's preference, but I'd say to try to get anything with more max health, damage, or agility. I'm also running a survival bow because I want to hit people as often as possible, but any other ranged weapon works too. I've personally been loving this build, so if you try it out, let me know how it goes for you too. These next two games were in Wanderer, but they pushed my fighter to being in Pathfinder at the end. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so now that we're done talking about the build, welcome to the Goblin Caves. We're just going to be running around, trying to clear as quick as we can and moving through the map as quick as possible to try to find some other players. This particular build is very, very good for PvP because you hit basically as hard as a rogue. You're more tanky. You're at 336 or 338 move speed when you sprint. You have second wind. There isn't really a big downside. You could even just kite people with your survival bow if you want to. Not gonna lie, I forgot I did this. I actually jumped down and grabbed the lion's head and then kept clearing around. And that blue Chris dagger had 3 max health on it. I was contemplating swapping it out for my Rondel so I'd have over 130 health, but I have 3 fizz power on the Rondel dagger. Even though it's just a green variant, I felt that that was better. So that's why I kept that on. All right, now let's go find some people. When we hear someone right here, we're about to see another plate fighter in a second. He's actually wearing Templar armor though. So I thought he was a cleric at first and was sort of worried about divine protection. And then he shot his crossbow and that's when we knew. And so he's running a tankier build than us because he has a heater shield. So this sort of just turns into a skill matchup of if I can actually hit him or not. And we both just traded 2 swings and second wind. So I'm just going to drink a prop pot. That immediately goes away. And then I'm just going to throw some Francescas at him since he didn't prot. And then go in and try to finish in melee. And that's one fighter down. We just need to finish off this Goblin Shaman before we can loot him. I should have looked more closely at that arming sword. It was basically all magical damage bonus. I just saw bonus and immediately right-clicked it. And now we're just going to quickly campfire and get our second win back and then go start to look for more players to fight. And across the room from us, we have a ranger. So after I kill this goblin, I'm going to start heading toward him. And he just sort of stands there and tries to aim a shot at me. So I'll just do the same. And I missed all of them, but he didn't really do any damage to me. And he doesn't have boots on, so I'm just going to sprint at him. Where I messed up is I should have put my weapons away sooner. If I did that, I'd be running at like 330. Right now, I'm running at like 310. But we got 2 nice hits on him with our survival bow. And now he's just going to eat a cookie and continue to run away. We hit him again and sprints back up. It really is a very short cooldown. So as soon as I get an opportunity to, I'm just going to run at him and stab him in the face. Since this lion's head was cleared already, I figured I might as well just go ahead and loot it. I got 2 more sellables, but nothing else in the chest was really that great. And honestly, I ran around the map and tried to find more people. Everyone else basically just took statics when I was away from them, so kind of sad, but oh well. Because of that, I'm just going to skip toward the end of the game. I didn't really get much more loot, and it's basically just 3 or 4 minutes of me wandering around aimlessly trying to find people. I sold these 2 weapons just to the merchant because I didn't think they'd go for too much in the marketplace. And then I kept some of the jewelry and sold the rest in the marketplace along with the spider silk that I got. I just killed 1 giant spider as I was clearing through a room and it had it on it, so that was cool. And to save y'all some more time, I literally spent 5 minutes running around trying to find people at the start of this Goblin Caves match, and I found absolutely no one. I didn't hear anyone, nothing was happening, and I decided, screw it, I'm just gonna go kill Troll. This build is also very good for this. Just take off your dark plate armor and you're good to go. If you are really worried because you're not the most consistent with Troll, you could also take off your Roundel Dagger, and that'll just give you a little bit more move speed too. But in situations where I was a little uncomfy, I just pressed sprint and everything was fine. And for those of you who have never done Troll, the things to really look out for is when he grabs his hammer with both hands, that means you get away. If you're too close, you're literally just going to die. If he screams, you'll know he does that because he spreads his arm out and inhales. You just run up to his side. Other than that, you just strafe to his left and you should be able to dodge everything. But be careful about his side swing. You can get 2 hits in after it, but sometimes he'll combo that into a 2 swing or a 3 swing, and if you run in too quick, you're also just gonna die. With that, you'll know you're good if he steps back and settles into like a normal stance again. This boss fight is fairly easy. The entirety of it is just knowing your positioning and how to position yourself around the boss. If you do it right, he shouldn't do anything extra. If he does do extra things, just know you're probably standing a little too close or a little too far. The Shadow Mask is pretty good. I'll probably be selling that, but the Chris Dagger is honestly pretty awful. This Chris Dagger, however, physical damage bonus, armor pen, and 2 weapon damage. So basically how I like to do troll is I put whatever I want in the chest and then just drop whatever else on the ground. So that way I have a good idea of how much slots I'm using. You don't have to do it this way. You could just put 2 slots on the ground, but this is how I've been liking to do it recently. And with that, I'm just going to cut till when I'm done here. I definitely stayed a little bit too long and the end of the game is scary. So I want to share that with you. So because I wasted 5 minutes running around trying to find people, I'm pretty sure we're either on the second to last circle or last circle at this point. It's the last circle. And none of this was clear because I've never gone this way, and in a few seconds I actually get hit by the spider's venom, so I can't actually attack. Now it's closing, so I need to kill these as quick as I possibly can so I can open the portal and hopefully have enough time to leave. I was gonna health pot, and then I realized that I just genuinely don't have time and I need to break the door down. But we get it at the absolute last second. I was genuinely terrified this game. Anyway, I listed the Shadow Mask in the marketplace, and here's all of our other sellables from this game. I decided to keep the Bard gear, and I'm probably just going to give it to people in Discord for fun, since it's end of wipe, and people like gear. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you try out this fighter build and you like it, let me know down in the comments. Also, if you just enjoyed it and thought you learned something, please just give me a like or subscribe to the channel. Anything and everything helps, and I really do appreciate each and every one of you. And one last thing, if you're looking for a friendly community to play this game with, I'm going to have my Discord link down in the description below. Just click that and say hi. All right, I'll see you next time. Peace.